drama, we only know one thing, Lux. That's right. To give them the flux. To give them the flux.
These rappers is shucking and jiving and stuff, getting themselves in the shit that they can't get out of. Fucking up, here go the flux. A display of lyrics and patents and rhythms by Side and Young Buck.
For viewers' discretion is only factual, non-fiction, homie. The ruler, the thumb sticking out cause you know me. Federal, pimp lock the block, you can't hold me. Situation getting heavy, ammo get low, need my homie, what's up?
Well, your homie right on you, you know from the fly. Go with that on these bitches, it's devious as we gon' get on this shit. Let's talk, let's not sit on this shit. We the shit on this shit, they just spit on this
so
shit.
So much psychodramatic, havoc at this bit. Crazy the ranger with it, this shit. Buck inside is the physicist. Belligerent, feel it, cause we ignorant. Nigga, y'all in it. The flux is the subject of weight and adrenaline. The feel of bitch. Side the medic, buck the relic, and drama that did it to him once again. Chance that you get, change to your face, and the blood to the covers, undisputed bitch.
And again, to the end of the pen, be worse than this sin against men. I'm feeling fenced in. From birth, saw the light of the earth, and I've been fucked up since then. This fusion, clenching, the might get that bitch contusions. It's two of Chicago's fucking gruesome.
Woo! Bound for Glory looks hot. Alex Shelley is coming apart. Trinity dances like a stripper. Let's go.
And you can inhale the danger. Consider this us spilling out pills of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on the stranger. Can't contain the things I'm thinking. Sometimes I be feel like I'm sinking in the motherfucking words of the rap. Floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching, you ain't gonna know what the fuck hit you cause you sleeping. Chicago will be your motherfucking shit. Here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm really up in it burning.
What is going on? Everybody, my name is Jesse, a.k.a. your very own, one and only, bound for glory, Chi-Town Smart. What is going on with you, everybody? I want to thank everyone for being here this fine evening, starting with the Booty Meat King himself, Tony Brown, with the $5 super chat says, my man Jesse, Trinity got the meat. Just like Arby, bruh, cannot argue with you on that one. Cannot argue with you. Trinity has got the meat. Beyond the Script podcast with the 2-month membership in the Taco Crew says, it's an honor to be here. 1-0, not 2. When TK replied to me, 1-0, not 2. How were you on that so quickly? LOL. Love all that you do, brother. Happy to my God, man. 1-0, not 2, to be here. See, when it's, okay, so happy to be here. T-O. You know, when he replied to me, T-O. T-O-O is also. Right? So T-O-O is the same as also. So I am glad that you are here too. T-O-O. That is today's English lesson for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. That is today's show. I appreciate you all. Like and subscribe. See you guys later. I'm kidding. I'm in a good mood tonight, man. I'm in a damn good mood tonight. Thank you so much, Beyond the Script. I kid. I appreciate you. How was I on it so quickly? I have alerts set for Tony Khan's tweets. I have since turned those alerts off. I no longer have alerts for Tony Khan's tweets because Tony Khan last week got diarrhea of the fingers and wouldn't stop tweeting. So I had to turn those off, man. Had to turn those off. So that's how I knew, because I saw that he tweeted something and I was like, what is he talking about? Then I opened the tweet. I was like, oh, there he is. Okay. Bound for Glory coming this weekend. Your boy will be there in the crowd, taking in the ambiance. By the way, Bound for Glory is, in fact, a sold-out show. The show is sold out. The number of tickets sold is confirmed to be 81,326 tickets sold. Now, how many are going to show up? I don't know. It could be like 2,000 to 3,000. But the important thing is 81,000 tickets were sold. Then we got to see how many people went through the turnstiles. You know, I mean, it varies. All right. But this Saturday, all kidding aside, is looking like to be a fantastic show, man. Can't wait to be there. Obviously, we cannot do the live post-show review because I will be on the way home from the venue. So what we'll do, guys, is we'll do a Sunday morning show. Like late morning, early afternoon. I'll probably get the show in before kickoff, before the noon games or the morning games on Sunday, so that you guys can get up, you know, get your coffee, get your breakfast, get in the review, and then get into your Sunday football situations, as I will be doing the same. So what do you guys think about that? Also, let me see. Maybe I'll put let's put a poll up. Let's put a poll up, right? Right? Let's see. Would you and let's see. All right. So one of the things I'm thinking about doing going forward, right? Because if you have not heard, I am going to be revamping the channel a little bit after this show, actually. So for next week's show. Not sure about Bound for Glory, but definitely for next week's weekly show. So as I'm thinking about adding more content, all right, the hard part for me is always trying to get the day of the week to do a show, because me and JD, we don't stream at the same time. I don't want to step on his. He don't want to step on mine. So most of the days of the week are taken up. Monday's taken, you know, Tuesday's taken with him and Drew. Wednesday's taken. Thursdays we're here. Friday is taken. Saturday is taken. Occasional Sundays are taken because of pay-per-views and things like that. So my question to you guys is, as you're up getting ready for school or work or whatever it is that you get up in the morning for, what if I did a morning show? What if I did a morning show? What if I did a live show in the morning just to talk about just some of the things going around in wrestling as a whole? You know, not particularly just Impact, but just the wrestling news. Just to come and shoot this shit. Now, this don't just run and click yes because you want to, you know, see more content. Genuinely answer the question. Don't think if you hit no that you're being mean. Tell me if you would be up and available and like hanging out and watching the stream as you get ready for your day, on your way to work, on your way to school. You know, would that be something that some of you would be interested in? Like, hey, while I drink my coffee and my commute, you know, my drive or my train ride, my bus ride, you know, would you have time to hang out and consume some of your wrestling in the morning? Let me know, because I am genuinely thinking about different ways to get some just to get some content out to you guys in ways that you might not get from other platforms. You know, other guys in this community, they pretty much do it in the evenings, in the afternoons, maybe. But you don't see too many live streams in the morning. So I'm thinking about doing a morning show just to see where everybody's stands on that one. You know what I mean? I like thinking about things that when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do, I wake up. I mean, literally first thing I do is I wake up, open my eyes, and I grab my phone. I look at my phone and I see if anything is pressing. So I look at the headlines, my text, my emails, and I'll see what's going on at a quick glance. I don't wake up and just stare at my phone for like ever. I'll wake up, you know, scroll down from the top and check my notifications, you know. Anybody texting, anybody, you know, calling. Usually JD's texting in the morning because something went down. You know, anybody who I subscribe to, if they put out content, if I get alerts on for them, I get that. Any Twitter notifications, if I get my alert set, I'll get that right away. And I'll see if anything's pressing. If not, then I'll put the phone down. Then I'll get up and start my day, you know, go to the washroom, get cleaned up, all that stuff. And then when I'm making my breakfast and eating, then I might click on one of those to see what is going on in wrestling. What is the news? What happened last night that I may have missed? What is the reaction to some of the shows that came on last night? You know, things like that. I find that stuff interesting. So let me know. I'll see. Because it'll be something different. All of our shows come on at night. Everyone has to stay up. I don't get a lot of the people here that I would normally get because they have to go to bed because they have things to do in the morning. So I'm wondering, you know, if I should do it or not. I'm wondering if it's worth it. Let me know what you guys think. So we got a show here, man. We got a go home show to Bound for Glory. And the show overall, it was kind of middle of the road show. It was kind of a middle of the road show. There was nothing extraordinary, but there was nothing just flat out boring. It was just a show. Maybe it kind of didn't live up to a go home show, but nonetheless, the card that we're getting this Saturday seems pretty stacked. The matches seem pretty good. I am way more interested in Shelly and Alexander now than before, mostly because of Alex Shelley, man. I mean, I think he's taken this role to the next level. He's unhinged. He's coming off as insecure. You know, this just does not seem like typical Alex Shelley. It seems like Shelley is the pressure. I mean, you know, just like Josh is saying, maybe the pressure is getting to him. Maybe the pressure is getting to Shelley, man. He seems to be so insecure. He's on this kick. He's on this mission where he has to prove that he's not a transitional champion. The term transitional champion seems to ultimately just straight up trigger him, you know? He doesn't want that at all. He doesn't want that at all. I think Josh is right. I think in Shelly's own mind, Shelly does feel like he's only booked to be a transitional champion until Josh comes back, man. I think this match is pivotal. This match on Saturday is very pivotal for Shelly's self-confidence in his place in Impact history. I think that he feels that this is the most important match of his career because I think he himself kind of feels like a transitional champion. So the fact that he's now hearing other people say it, it's kind of driving him up the proverbial wall. So I'm extremely interested to see how this match turns out. Where do I stand on this match? It's been no secret here, man. I've been very open. I've been very open and candid about my standing with Josh Alexander and the perception of him as the guy in Impact. And I'm trying. And I'm trying so hard. And guys, I just cannot do it. I'm not feeling Josh Impact. I'm not feeling Josh Alexander as a top guy. Definitely not like a flag-bearing franchise guy. I'm not feeling it. I'm going for Alex Shelley. I'm going for Alex Shelley this Saturday. I think I've already internally decided that I am going to actively root against Josh and root for Shelley. I like the character development that Shelley is showing us right now. I like the different layers. I didn't see this layer coming. I expected Shelley to just remain just a white meat baby face, and I figured we would see him, kissing babies and everything else this whole run, but it's not the case. He's showing some cracks in his foundation. He's showing that he can be insecure, and he's showing that he's unhinged, and he's showing that he has a drive to prove his worth when he shouldn't have to because he is the champion. I like this. I like the different layers they're showing here with Alex Shelley. I'm gonna be rooting for Shelley on this one. I can't get behind Josh. Robert Logan says, yeah, I mean, he's bland. He is very bland, man. He's very bland. He comes off as a Kurt Angle, okay? He comes off as like a Kurt Angle in the ring, especially with his wrestling gear and everything else. But a Kurt Angle without the charisma. He does not have the charisma of a Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is the absolute total package of a pro wrestler in sports entertainment. He can do it all. If you try to say he can't go on the mic, yes, he can. If you try to say he can't go in the ring, oh my God, yes, he can. But to me, Josh just does not, he does not bring it in the charisma department. And it's just very bland. And I think you guys hit it on the head there. Shelley in this new position he's taken in this feud with Josh, I am liking it. And it's bringing me more around to Alex Shelley than before. So I'm going to be rooting for Shelley on this one, man. That's where my money is going to be come this Saturday. Let's get into the show. What do you guys think? Let's get into the show. First up on the card tonight, we got Speedball Mike Bailey versus Kalisto Del Sol. I'm sorry. My bad. Samuray Del Sol. not Kalisto. There was no lucha. No. He tried bringing that back. No. I'm pretty sure WWE owns lucha. You can't say lucha without WWE's consent, bruh. That's not legal. That's not legal. We got Del Sol answering the open challenge that Speedball Mike Bailey issued last week. You know, we love those open challenges, bruh. That's the creative cheat code. Open challenges. Hey, we want to book this match. How do we get to it? Got it. Open challenge. Next up. Next. That's creative. It's pretty goddamn easy. It's pretty easy. They go move for move in a stalemate, basically. You know, I can do this. I can do that too. You can do that. I can do that too. Then they get to a stalemate. I see your powers are as equal to mine. Very original shit, man. Very original shit. Then they bump fists. Like, hey, man, that's what's up. Pound it. What are we doing here? Just go for a mocha latte, too. I mean, what are we doing here? After another exchange, they push each other. You know, a little pushback. It escalates. It gets a little bit more heated. You know, they're trying to be besties, but the competitiveness in them is starting to come out. Good. Kalisto ducked the Bailey dive to the floor, then connected with a moonsault from the top rope to the floor. Not bad at all. They get back into the ring. Kalisto had the upper hand. Bailey came back with a rapid fire kick, you know, the glow kick. You know what I noticed? Man? Since Trinity's debut, I think maybe, I don't know, maybe like once after that. I don't think it's been much, though. Trinity stopped doing the glow kicks. Man. Trinity must have got hit with a cease and desist from Speedball. Speedball said, hey, that's my goddamn gimmick, bruh. That is my gimmick. Can't be taking my gimmick. So she kind of quit doing the glow kicks. All right. Then we get Kalisto battle back. He landed drop kicks. And then what happened? Then they fall on the floor and connected on drop kicks at the same time. More of that stalemate stuff. More of the I can do what you can do. In a standoff, you know, like fucking like Sub-Zero and Scorpion. You know. Tony Brown, 199. Tony Brown, what is going on with you? With the 199 super chat says, Jesse, I heard NWA, my go-to CW. Would you watch? Hold on. Jesse, I heard NWA, my go-to CW. Would you watch? What? I heard NWA, my go-to CW. Would you watch? I heard NWA, my go-to. Oh, NWA might go to, okay. Might go to CW. Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much. Let's see. So what's the question? Would I watch? No. I would not watch. simply because my wrestling plate is full, which is the reason why I don't watch WWE. I don't watch WWE. Not so much that it's terrible. I hear it's gotten better over, the last few weeks or whatever, which is fantastic. It's just my wrestling plate is full, man. Dropping WWE from my wrestling diet, man, has made my consumption of wrestling a lot more palatable. I can remember back in the day when Monday nights... Hey, Clucky. I can remember when my Monday nights were basically autopilot for me to be home and in front of the TV for Raw, no matter what. And this is during a stretch where Raw was just bad. Even when it was bad, I felt compelled. I felt obligated that I had to be sitting there, in front of the TV watching Raw. And this is before AEW came along. So when AEW came along, I was like, cool. We have an alternative. I would watch Raw and I would watch AEW, together. Raw still wasn't that good. It wasn't good at all, but I was just still on that kick of I gotta be sitting in front of the TV when WWE comes on. Well, then I started doing content. So when I started doing content and started watching the shows to do shows with JD and everything like that, it started becoming more of a chore to watch more wrestling. So at the end of the day, I sat and asked myself, and think about it. I know a lot of you guys still watch WWE on a frequent basis, and that's good, man. I mean, wrestling is thriving, and I'm glad someone's, invested in all of it, if you are. But for me, let me ask you guys a genuine question. If I don't cover WWE and I'm not enjoying WWE, why exactly would I continue to watch WWE? Why? I stopped paying for the network. I stopped paying for all this stuff. What is the point? What exactly is the point? I'm not enjoying it and I'm not covering it, so I just stopped watching it. And I started watching Impact, and first I started watching ROH, along with all of the other AEW content, and ROH was just so damn boring. So then I started watching Impact, loving Impact, still watch AEW, most of it at least. I don't watch Rampage at all. I try to catch Collision at times, but I really don't get to it as much as I would like to. But with all that being said, man, that's enough wrestling for me for the week. That's Wednesday wrestling. That's Thursday wrestling. That's enough for me for the week. Remember when wrestling came on once a week? Once a week. I was a fan of wrestling when it came on once a quarter for Saturday night's main events, bro. So, I'm good. I don't need any more wrestling in my daily life, man. So I hope NWA does get to CW. It's a beautiful thing. I would love it. I hope we get to see, other names make it to TV. Will I watch it on a regular basis? Probably not, man. Unless I start covering it, then maybe I will. Who knows? Greg Goldman, man, I see you, bro. I'm gonna see you times 2. Greg Goldman again. What up, Greg? Greg says, hey, Jesse, showing some love, man. Hey, bro, I appreciate you. Greg. And I see you times 2, man. Once again, Greg says, Cody and Jay and Just lost the tag titles after 1 week. JD gives Triple H too much credit. Cody and Jay and who? And I don't know. Cody and Jay lost the tag titles after 1 week. JD gives Triple H too much credit. Here's the thing, Greg, and I appreciate you, man. Here's the thing. I like I just said a second ago, I don't watch WWE, man. I don't watch it. It's kind of hard to comment on why Cody and Jay held the tag titles for 1 week. You know, if I was watching it on a frequent basis, I would maybe have a better grip to answer that. But I don't know how to answer that, man. It doesn't make any sense, you know, on the surface. You know, by the way it just looks, they had it for 1 week and they lost it. Who did they beat for them? You know, how did they lose it? And there's in a few. I don't know. There's just so much to it. And, you know, to try to catch up on it and, you know, in a live chat, I just can't do it, man. I don't know. So I don't know. Well, Judgment Day had it. Oh, okay. Are they feuding with them? I mean, what's going on with I don't know. It doesn't seem like it makes too much sense, but again, taking results like that and presenting them to someone could easily be taken out of context. When, you know, out of context, I can look at that and say that, yeah, that makes no sense. Why would you have Cody and Jay Uso hold the tag team titles and then only do it for a week? But if I was watching it on a daily basis, I might have a little bit better of an explanation as to why it happened. I don't know if injuries were involved there. I don't know if there was. I mean, I don't know, bro. On the surface, though, yeah, it looks like it makes no sense. So thank you guys so much. Let's continue with the show. Bailey. Mike Bailey lands a series of kicks and a running shooting star press. Let me see. Kalisto battled back, then landed drop kicks at the same time. They fought onto the floor and connected on drop kicks at the same time when they had that stare down. They battled on the apron. Bailey kicked Kalisto from the ropes to the floor, then connected on a dive. Fans chanted for Bailey. Let's see. Del Sol gave Bailey a driver off the ropes. Del Sol led the fans in a lucha chant. Lucha, lucha, lucha. Fucking lucha chants, man. Bailey caught Kalisto with a slam. Kalisto escaped a tornado kick, but Bailey got the Ultima weapon to the back for the pin. Speedball Mike Bailey is the winner in 9 minutes, man. Paint by numbers. These guys work a very similar style, and they made sure that they told that story with their Sub-Zero and Scorpion pose-offs. Whew. You know? Is what it is, man. Nothing too important going on here, but just a decent wrestling match. We have a Dirty Dango promo segment, man. You don't love Dirty Dango, I don't know what you're doing. He was with Alpha Bravo and Oleg Prudius. I'm sorry, Prudius. Is that it? He called Memphis ghetto. He called Memphis ghetto and made jokes about the flying Elvises. Who's from Memphis? Here. Who's been to Memphis? Do they have flying Elvises in Memphis? Do they? I don't fucking know. I don't know. He talked about Bravo making mistakes and said they may need an audit. He talked about Oleg beating John Wick. Beat Keanu Reeves? You can't beat Keanu Reeves. What is wrong with him? He said that Bravo would throw himself on a grenade, but Oleg was the grenade. Gotta love Dango, man. We get an A, B, C promo. Chris Bay and Ace Austin said the Rascals were ducking them. They said they were ready to regain the belts and would have a great match, but they would teach the Rascals a lesson, you know. Then they did their ABC shit. It was so weird, you know. All original stuff. All original stuff, bruh. We have Kenny King with Sheldon Jean versus I Have Kids Heath. Heath no longer Slater. They traded punches at the start. Heath clotheslined King, who regrouped on the outside. Take a powder and chill. He didn't plan on being in a wrestling match and getting hit. Kind of caught him off guard. Don't judge. Don't judge. They fought at ringside. Heath knocked out Gene on the outside. Heath suplexed King back into the ring. They fought on the outside, and Heath appeared to tweak his ankle a little bit. All right, they get back in the ring. King went after Heath's ankle, lead me to believe that it was a 100% work. Heath battled back, but King cut him off. They clotheslined each other. Heath made a comeback as he continued to sell that ankle. Sell that ankle. King went for a pin with his feet on the ropes, but the referee literally had eyes in the back of his fucking head because he was looking at the shoulders and the legs were like behind him, and he just kind of stopped the count and just went straight to the legs. Like, it wasn't like he was counting, you know, like 1, 2, oh. His legs are on the rope. Now, we finally got a referee with X-ray vision, bro. X-ray vision, because he was like, 1, 2, boom. Caught them feet on the ropes. It was amazing. It was amazing. Heath gave King a spine buster for a 2 count. Heath punched Gene off the apron. King came back with a kick and the royal flush for the pin. Kenny King wins in 9 minutes. Kenny King still looking strong, man. Still looking strong. We get Frankie Kazarian in a promo from last week after the main event. He said that he loved Eddie Edwards. And Eddie Edwards is he said Eddie is his brochacho, bro. He loves Eddie Edwards, man. He said they share a bond going back to training at Killer Kowalski's school. Gee, I think they've mentioned that just a few times here and there. Especially in the Killer Kowalski on a pole match. He said that he and Eddie would drive Impact to new heights, and they respected each other. Are they going to tag now? Are they going to be a tag team now? You know, the same as Masha and Killer Kelly beat the crap out of each other, and then they form the world's sexiest tag team. Is that what we're doing here? Maybe that's what's going to happen. We shall see. We got Black Taurus versus Crazy Steve. I'm liking Crazy Steve. I'm liking Crazy Steve. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Is it just me? Am I crazy? I'm not crazy. Steve is crazy. Steve is crazy. I'm not crazy, bruh. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Who's calling me crazy? All right. I'm in a good mood today, man. This was a no DQ match, so I had to remind myself of that as the match went on. I kept forgetting. We got Steve bailed out of the ring right away, took a powder. You know, Taurus followed him. Taurus had an early advantage. You know, they went out to the outside. Taurus looked for weapons under the ring. You know, before the commercial break, like, we're going to look for some weapons. We are going to come to a no DQ match, right? And then start looking for weapons. Man, you should have planted your shit before the match, man. Be prepared. Be prepared for battle, Black Taurus. Taurus Steve threw 2 chairs that was set up in the ringside area. Got a 2 count. Taurus gave Steve 2 sling blades. Steve made a comeback and gave Taurus a Rana into the mat, followed by a cannonball for a 2 count. Taurus gave Steve a big punch. Steve dropkicked Taurus over the top rope onto the pile of chairs that were outside on the floor. Awesome spot. Love that spot. Steve pulled a fork out of his briefcase. That fork is starting to become Crazy Steve's calling card, I'm thinking. It's the same fork he used to stab Tommy Dreamer in the back. They fought over the fork on the floor and into the ring. Taurus had the advantage, and Steve pleaded for mercy. He said, "Please don't kill me. Please." Does that ever work for anybody other than Ric Flair? I don't think that's ever worked for anybody. Taurus threw the fork out. Steve went after the eyes of Taurus, gave him a DDT for the win. Crazy Steve wins in 10 minutes. I'm so interested to see where they're going with this Crazy Steve thing. I like it. I've seen interviews with Crazy Steve. He comes off as a very genuine and a very solid guy. I like Crazy Steve, man. I like the gimmick. I like the turn that they're doing. I'm feeling it. I am feeling it. Jaden says, what's that song called right before I go on? That is Psychodrama. That is Psychodrama. If my wife is still here, she can tell you a little bit more about Psychodrama. But yeah, that is Chicago's very own. Straight from the West Side. Gotta love Psychodrama, man. If you're from Chicago. I don't expect you to know who they are if you're not from Chicago. But they're friends with Twista and, you know, all of the, you know, the Chicago guys. Psychodrama's awesome, man. Clone Force 99. Clone Force 99 with the 4.99. Super Chat says, I know you was watching WWE again when Triple H took over, but now that Papa H is in charge again, will you watch it for... I know you was watching WWE again when Triple H took over, but now that Papa H is in charge again, will you watch it or only once Vince is gone? Thanks, Clone Force. I appreciate it. We just talked about that a little bit ago. I have no plans to go back to watching WWE right now. Triple H is in charge. That's a beautiful thing. That's good to hear. Love it. Perfect. But at this time, man, it's just too much. It's just too much wrestling for my fucking plate. If I went back to WWE, I'm now watching Raw on Monday. I'm watching NXT on Tuesday. Then I'm watching Dynamite on Wednesday. Then I'm watching Impact on Thursday. Then I'm watching SmackDown on Friday. Then I'm watching Collision on Saturday. And then if there's a pay-per-view, I got that on Saturday and or Sunday as well. That's too much wrestling, man. I'm a wrestling fan, and I want to continue to be a wrestling fan. So I'm going to make an effort to do that by not watching every last single wrestling show that comes on TV. You know, someone just brought up that NWA might be going to CW. Am I supposed to watch that too? It's too much, man. It's overkill. Too much of one thing is never a good thing, no matter what it is. You know? So, but thank you so much, Clone Force. I appreciate you, man. We get some brief little, you know, added in promos from Brian Myers, Eric Young, Dirty Dango, Bully Ray, Jake something, Jordan Grace, Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Right on. Frankie Kazarian, Jordan Gray said that Kylan King, Kenny King, Jody Threat, Gisele Shaw, Eddie Edwards, Alicia Edwards about the Call Your Shot gauntlet match at Bound for Glory. Seems to be a pretty important match, man. And what do? You load it up with people who could potentially win it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Clone Force 99 back at it again with the 199 super chat says, thoughts on Mello probably turning heel on Trick. Is this thing on? Did anyone hear me in that whole rant about watching WWE? Is it just me? Am I live? Who is Trick? What? I feel like I'm in Bizarro World. Thoughts on Mello probably turning heel on Trick. I think he should do it, Clone Force. I think he should do it. Fuck Mello. Always doing that shit to Trick. Trick love the kids. All right. Thank you so much, Clone Force. I appreciate you, bruh. Fucking Mello. All right. Where were we? Let's see. We have... Oh, there we go. We got Gia Miller. We have Gia Miller interviewing Trinity and Mickie James. Gia asked if it would be tough to transition from partners tonight to opponents at Bound for Glory. Trinity said they wouldn't have a problem. Mickie said they have respect for each other. That's what we love, respect matches. I want to see two competitors go at it over respect, pal. Mickie said they have respect for each other, and the best woman will win tonight, and the best woman will win at Bound for Glory. There you go. There you go. We got Rhino and PCO versus Moose and Brian Myers. All right. This one was pretty awesome. Want to know why? Because I love Moose. Moose is a killer, dude. Love him. Myers and Rhino started the match. Rhino used his strength to get the upper hand. Moose and PCO tagged in. They exchanged chops. Rhino chopped Moose. Rhino ran Moose's head into the turnbuckle. Moose punched Rhino. A lot of back and forth. A lot of back and forth. Moose and Myers kept the advantage on Rhino. Rhino suplexed Moose and made the tag to PCO, who ran wild on Myers. You know, and in case you guys want to see a replay of PCO running wild, I have it right here. It's PCO running wild. Clone Force, I thought he said he watches NXT. I do not. Clone Force, I do not watch anything WWE. I do not watch anything WWE. I watch AEW and I watch Impact. I do not watch any other show. I was saying what. Look, I don't want to confuse you anymore. I don't watch WWE. at all. I have no idea what's going on with Trick and Mello. No idea. So, sorry, bro. PCO leg drop Myers. All right. PCO gives Myers a reverse DDT. Moose pulled Myers out of the way of the moonsault. Rhino suplexes Moose as Rhino was going for the gore. Macklin pulled him out of the ring and attacked him. Bully appeared out of nowhere and stood in Macklin's way. Just kind of stood in his way. He didn't say shit. He didn't do shit. He just stood there. PCO did a dive onto Macklin. Moose hit a spear on PCO for the win. Moose and Myers win in 15 minutes. Moose has the best spear in all of pro wrestling. Don't even at me. Moose executes the best spear currently in pro wrestling, man. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see. There's the winner. It was a good tag match. It was good. For me, the showcase here was definitely Moose. Moose is the guy in this match, and hopefully he gets treated accordingly. We get a promo from the world's sexiest tag team, aka MK Ultra. Masha spoke in Russian. Dude, Masha, when she's pissed off, Masha, when she's just fucking angry and she started just ranting in Russian. I don't know about you guys, but I'm normally sitting there like, ooh. That's hot. That's hot. Killer Kelly said that Deonna Purrazzo and Tasha Steelz had stepped in their world and there was no escape. Kelly said, when you step in the ring with MK Ultra, you get broken, bruh. She said Deonna and Tasha would fall at Bound for Glory. Loved it. Loved it. The way that this was shot, I love how they shoot MK Ultra's promos, man. I love that. Robert Logan, when I met her, she didn't have a Russian accent. Bruh, if you lost your mind... Hold on. Where the fucking... Remove that shit. Okay. Now, as I was saying, before some dude came lying on Masha, jeez, great promo. Great promo. Masha does not speak Russian. Keep it up, Robert. Keep it up. Masha will come to your goddamn doorstep with the Russian mob, bruh. Wait. You keep talking about her, she'll come to your doorstep. Nice. Keep that in mind. Anyway, moving forward. We get a promo for the Mike Bailey Will Ospreay match at Bound for Glory. If there was ever a match to bet the farm on for the winner, I think you can start with this match right here. I don't think Speedball has a shot in hell at beating Will Ospreay at Bound for Glory. Backstage, Robert Logan, my master plan. Yeah, I know, right? And if she brings Kelly with her, I'm coming to Robert Logan's house, bro. What the fuck? We have Rhino told Bully Ray he didn't trust him because because Bully came out and interfered and helped. Rhino said, hey, bruh, I don't trust you. I didn't need your help. Stay out of my business. Walked off. After Rhino walked off, Bully said, hey, you're welcome. This is the strangest babyface turn I've ever seen in my life. If in fact that's what this is. Just really strange. Scott D'Amore moderated a sit-down between Alex Shelley and Josh Alexander, who were positioned in separate rooms in the same venue. This was good. This was good. I liked it. I liked this a lot. They were separated because they had an altercation last time they were in the same ring. Shelley was mad that Alexander got the first question. Like I said, Shelley is crumbling, man. Shelley is coming apart at the seams. You know, D'Amore starts off the interview. He went to go ask Josh a question, and then right away, Shelley's like, whoa, 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 why does he get to go first? I'm the fucking champ. He slowed this shit down. Like he said, he's really getting to him, man. Josh said that Shelley was the face of the company. He said, you're the face of the company, bro. That's Josh talking shit. You're the face of the company, Shelley. And then Shelley stops me. He wanted to know why Alexander is giving the rah-rah speech at Impact 1000 instead of him. Shelley said, if I'm the face of the company, why the fuck you out there giving the speech and not me? I'm the fucking champ. Tell me that. Shelley said that Alexander has been on a 6-month vacation. Kind of a cheap shot. I wouldn't necessarily call it a vacation, especially since he was out on injury. He accused Alexander of trying to get out of the match. Shelley told Alexander to be quiet while he's talking. Alexander said he would never back out of a fight. He said he was worried about Shelley's mental well-being and said he was going insane and babbling. Can't disagree with him right there. Like I said, he's coming apart at the seams, man. Josh and Shelley Josh said that Shelley was buckling under the pressure. And then he called him he said maybe it's you that believes you're a transitional champion. Bro, Josh said transitional champion and Shelley got the fuck up and left. He was straight out. It was like, oh man, it wasn't even supposed to be that crazy. You know, and Shelley just got pissed. He's like, hey, Josh was like, hey, maybe it's you thinking you're a transitional champion. Fucking Shelley goes, left. Straight left out of that room. Right away. We go to commercial break. We come back from break and Shelley is straight in the room with Josh beating the shit out of him, who is still sitting in the interview room like, what the fuck? Where'd Shelley go? He's supposed to be right there. Now he's not here. I don't understand what... Oh, shit! Got attacked. Scott D'Amore broke it up. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Thoroughly enjoyed that one. We got Trinity and Mickie James versus Gisele Shaw and Savannah Evans in a Can They Coexist match. Shaw and Evans attack Trinity and Mickie before the bell. What heels? Who does this? Who would attack someone before the match even starts? Oh yeah, the heels. That's right, the heels did that. The bell rang during a commercial break. Trinity leg dropped Shaw. Trinity dove over the top rope onto Shaw and Evans. Shaw used a distraction to get the advantage on Trinity. Shaw and Evans tagged in and out to keep the upper hand on Trinity. They cut off the ring. They wouldn't let her get to Mickie James. Trinity fought her way out and finally made the tag. Hot tag. Mickie gave Shaw a Rhino, followed by Luthez press from the top rope. We got Evans gave Mickie a backstabber, and Shaw drop kicked Mickie. All four wrestlers fought. Trinity and Mickie kicked Evans. Mickie gave Evans a DDT for the pin. Trinity and Mickie raised each other's hands, but Mickie looked at the belt. She did this last week as well. She just kind of stared the belt down. You know, Trinity's like, hey, we won. Yay. Mickey's like, yeah, we won. She didn't actually do the tongue thing. But we all know that Mickie James will definitely do the tongue thing in a feud. Okay, all right. Digress. Mickie gets the pin here because she is definitely not winning that title at Bound for Glory. This whole match just seems like a give Trinity an opponent match. This is just as much of a sure thing as Will Ospreay beating Mike Bailey. What can you do? Very decent go-home show. Served its purpose. Nothing crazy. Nothing off the wall. You know? Just a fantastic show. Cannot wait for the pay-per-view. I'll be there live. Like I said. We'll work on doing a review on Sunday before the football games. Stay tuned and come back next week as we are going to do a whole refresh of this channel. As you can tell, one of the people on my layout right here is currently a goddamn GM in WWE somewhere. I saw that clip on Twitter. Sorry, no, I don't watch. We're gonna change some shit. You know, Rosemary is MIA. Don't know where the hell she is. And rumors of Sami Callihan leaving are still floating around. So let's change some things up. Guys, that is today's show. Thank you for being here. I had a lot of fun tonight. Like I said, I'm in a fantastic mood, man. You guys have been very generous. I appreciate you all. I will see you this Sunday for the Bound for Glory live post-show review. Look for it in the morning. I will see you guys later. My name is Jesse, a.k.a. your very own one and only Shots House Mark. I will see you next time. Peace.
My continuous output, my flow of ideas for years been thrilling in me. Please don't stop this feeling in me before the feeling get to killing in me. See, I'm into mayhem. When I play, hear the streaks of havoc, and then I'm ready to leave your grave in. Lucifer got nothing to do with this shit. To the days of dirt, getting fucked up within, and I put that on the house, bitch. To the days of the dirt, you gon' cancel that down shit.
And you can inhale the danger. Consider this us spilling out pills of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on the stranger. Can't contain the things I'm thinking. Sometimes I be feel like I'm sinking in the motherfucking words of the rap. Floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching, you ain't gonna know what the fuck to hit you cause you sleeping. Chicago up in your motherfucking shit. Here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm really up in it, burning the rules. Fuck that instruction shit.